Got a few raids. Okay, good. So we got this spawn. Now, what I would do, we like this spawn, because what we do is we run this way. Early wipe, late wipe, don't matter. We run this way. What you want to do is right here, there's weapon part spawns. There's a bag spawn, toolbox, weapon parts. Right over there in that bush, right there, there's a stash. Be careful, Pete. There is a player spawn back here. There's a stash right there too if you want to loot it. But usually what we do is we try to run and get in the porn. Now if you want to get greedy and you want to be a big fat pig, be careful. Always peek this, there might be players. If you want to be a big fat pig, you can come back here, loot filter, loot dead scav, and then loot porn. But if you're by yourself, most likely if you come into porn, you're probably gonna fill up just in this building alone. Ammo spawn, food spawn in here. Find ammo in here, food spawn. Come in here. Find sailwas and food in here on that bed. You can find the roller wristwatch on this mannequin. Bitcoin spawn, gold spawn. Find bronze lions. All of it there. In here, free spawns, usually tools, barter stuff. See, the tools. Tool spawn. Weapon crate. Weapon parts. Weapon crate. Weapon parts. Weapon parts. Food spawn. Weapon parts. Food spawn. Come in here. Food, or, gold spawn. Food spawn, food spawn, food spawn, two jack. Come down here. USEC stash key for that door. Weapon parts in there. USEC stash key for that door. Come back here. Ammo spawns in that little box. Another ammo spawn, see? Med spawn right here. Free spawn barter items on all these shelves. Weapon parts spawn in there. Sometimes even meds. Kidding me? So then what I would do after I looted all this, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, yeah, hold on. We gotta go up here. And then you come up here. Bag spawn, computer, another bag spawn there, vodka spawn right there. Goat, weapon parts, bag spawn. There's a coat in there. Toolbox, barter stuff, toolbox, more barter stuff. Med bag, fuel filter, or water filter, fuel, can spawn right there. Free loot, like computer parts and stuff, spawn here on the floor. Once you looted all this, you're most likely going to be full, right? So then what we normally do is we would come out of here. Now, unless you have tasks and stuff, that's all going to change. But we're just going off the basis. It's your very first raid. You're just trying to learn the map and get loot and get out. So usually what we do is after you loot that, push across here, loot this computer car, because you can find your flash drives and stuff in here. And the flash drives will be stuck right in front of the computers. Med spawn in here, so I should always check that. Then you're going to want to come across here. Then we usually run into here. There's a bag spawn there, bag spawn there. Supposedly the 220 key spawns in here on the floor. I've never seen it. Food spawn right here on the bed. And we usually come over here. Usually do the jump over here. Alright. Come down here, check the dead scav. Grenade case normally, grenade case in there. Come up out of here. Now, depending on how full you are, you can choose if you want to. Actually, I'm going to show you real quick because I haven't showed this building yet. Sounds like he's stuck. So, there's a task. This is the ambulance. When it says when you have to plant the ambulance, this is where the ambulance is at, right here. But in here, I haven't seen it, but there used to be a water filter spawn right there. But I haven't seen it this way. But there's a coat. There's a coat there you can loot. There's a free spawn. Sometimes headphones and stuff spawn in here. There's a weapon crate that spawns right in here. There's a weapon crate that spawns here. And then in here, there's a chance that a water filter can spawn right back there. So then after you come in here, if you want to, you don't have to. If you're full, I was just showing you this area so you know what's in here. What stuff you can look for. But like I said, there's a quest in there. I'll mark it on the bottom of the screen so everybody knows what it is. But the name of the quest. But that's the van you're going to mark later on. So then if you want, you can hit the stash down here in the hole. If you want to, and you can loot this building. What I would do, though, is if you're already full from looting porn, you just want to get out, right? I already showed you how to loot this building. Or what's inside that building. So I would come across here. Okay, this door's open. I'm like, alright, well, it might have been a scab, but let's just close it. This way they have to open it if they want to peek me, right? Take my time. Okay, that door's closed. Well, you know what? That door's closed. Let's go in there and check for sales. Up to you. Personally, I would, because you need your sailors, and if the door's closed, there's a good chance nobody's been in there, but there's also a chance somebody was in there. So you make the call, do what you got to do. If you just want to get out, you got a full bag, and you're not worried about your sailors, then don't worry about it. But what I like to do is I like to come up here and look for scavs, because you can get a better, you can see better. When you come up here, right? Say you didn't come from that way. What I like to do is when I come up, I crouch and try to stay hidden from the scavs at first. And I like to peek and look this way, because you know how many times I've caught players running here and shot them when I peeked? Didn't know they were coming, but I just came up here and was cautious and peeked that. I haven't done it many times, but I've done it enough and it's worked in my favor. Then you come up here and you check for your scavs. You check for your scavs, clear it. Now there might be more, so just be careful. And then if you want, you can loot this, check for your sailors over there. check the food, whatever, but really up to you. What I would do is I would just hug this wall, get the hell out of here if you're full. Because what we're going to try to do is get the RUAF. Do like I showed you earlier. Didn't see nothing. Now what I normally do is I always check this stash down here regardless, most of the time. A lot of the time it's not looted, so check the dead scav, check that stash there. And what I like to do sometimes is if I have a scope, or even if I don't, sometimes I like to run, obviously watch it just through there and make sure there's no players, but I like to run right here and sit and look in there real quick, just to see if anything's moving around, just to be safe. And then come back here. Just keep an eye on up top, make sure nobody's up there. There's sniper scav staring at me. Check this stash if you want. And then what I like to do is I basically follow the same path. If I'm not looting that stash and I'm playing with teammates, I like to run here. And if I have a scope like this, I check the windows. Check there to make sure sniper scav, which I already killed. And I run to here. Now I know this is pretty much clear. I haven't heard anything. We checked it. We didn't see anybody run around. Now that doesn't mean somebody wasn't in there looting. We just didn't see him. But now what I like to do is come here, and I like to run from here. Keeping this hillside to my right. Get a little bit of stam, and then make the sprint across. Keep an eye on up top. Just cut through here as fast as you can. Get into the trench. Now what I like to do is just take this trench right on through. I like to creep through here. Follow the trench while listening. Make sure you're listening the whole time. Take your time, there's no point in rushing. Now it's up to you, but what I do like to do is push in the garage just because I feel like it's, I don't know, just what I do and it works out pretty well. Just be careful. Make sure you swing in here and walk up there. Come in here, if it doesn't look looted, grab your weapon parts, barter stuff if you got room. Check the toolbox. And then be cautious coming out here. There's a stash right here if you want to loot it. It's not there now, but then what I like to do sometimes is running from here. I like to run out this way. You check this bag right here. And you can listen, right? Sit here and listen. Okay, I hear stuff over there. Most likely scavs, but you never know. So now you listen for a little bit. Kind of get a feel, okay, that's got to be scavs over there, right? So just be careful. Make sure you look and make a run across. Push through here. Get ready to fight because you know there's scavs here. If I can't see that other scav, get out, man. Don't worry about trying to find him. You know he's there, but if you can't see him, he can't see you. You don't hear him yell at you. Get the RUAF. Alright, guys. That's the end of this 4-part series. I hope it helps. I hope it helps you move across the map more efficiently for your wipe and helps you find the loot that you need and makes your looting experience a little easier so you're not trying to like look in every nook and cranny trying to find loot and taking 20 minutes in one building. A little exaggeration, but you know, taking time in one building to try and find loot because you don't know where it spawns. Now, they did change the spawn, so there might have been stuff I missed because sometimes the spawn's a little different now. It's a little more randomized in some of the buildings. But for the most part, most of the stuff where I showed you spawns there 90% of the time. Some of the bags and weapon crates and stuff spawn in a little bit different spots, but they're pretty much in the general area I showed you. But I really just wanted to try and help newer players because like I said, I've seen a lot of comments, and I hope it helps. My one buddy who's newer to Tarkov, he watched my video and it helped him find his sale was a couple of them and the extracts and stuff. So I didn't want to make this outro too long, so I'm going to cut it here. But I really hope it helps. If it did, like and subscribe. Like I said, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I got more videos to come. Some Punisher videos coming up. But hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful Tarkov experience from here on out. Enjoy your raids. Good luck. Get her done. All right, guys. Peace.